Oh, I was muted. Hello. Test, test. People of the internet. I'm here and I will now try some drawing practice maybe. Can also add some texture. The texture. Texture. Oh, it was somewhere else, right? Drawing paper. Something like this. Maggie Wolf, welcome. Lieutenant Lopez, welcome. Star of Court, welcome. Nice to have you all. I'm good. I was just a bit tired the last few days, but I'm here now. Next Dragon, welcome. Sorry that I did not stream yesterday. I was also busy, but now we have time and I have a lot of ideas. And a lot of things that I want to practice. I'll call this practice. Maybe hands practice. Maybe we should draw hands. Yeah, okay, I already called that some more hands maybe. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Also, I'm so sorry for everyone, but I finished the Deltarune chapter out of stream. Because first, I tried the boss, on the stream we tried the secret boss or something, and then I struggled too much with this, and then I finished the non-secret boss on the stream. What am I drawing today? I think I want to experiment a bit, maybe with clouds, but also especially hands or paws. Because local mechanic also welcome. Because basically I talked with an art friend, and it was such a great discussion about him, how he draws stuff, and I want to make the tips save in my brain by putting them into action or something. Once I can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I had chest day today. Okay, so let's see. So basically what I think one thing, if I put it into words or something, with hands, right? I think one problem I have with hands is that even though I studied them, there's a lot of geometry going on, right? Try bird or bear, they got cool claws, exactly. So I think hands are difficult geometry, right? So I'm not sure in which technique I can learn it even more, I think. Should I just read more about hand anatomy? I'm not sure. One red mage will come. The other thing is basically what he told me, but also what I thought about. Is that basically I thought about it in another context, but basically with hands too, it's basically if the pose is nice, or composition pose is nice, then it doesn't matter that much if the anatomy is a bit off. It's kind of lenient in that way. So basically making really expressive hands or something. And of course there are a lot of videos on it on YouTube, but I think that didn't wipe with anyone. Saranda, welcome. Oh, also had chest day today. Thanks so much for the watch streak, Saranda. And Maggie the Wolf says 14 months. Crazy. I'm streaming for 14 months already. That's great. I'm kind of like, maybe I made it as a streamer. I made it. So next we just need to like get up there with our art skills. And Maggie the Wolf says, one thing I know about my drawing is that I only draw muscle fur and a little bit of chubby. Yeah, kind of same for me. Like I cannot draw malnourished people or like not buff people. Also says stream for more. I see. So almost. I think I started in April or March or something, right? So like, but it's not 2 years, right? It's more like 1.5 years or not even that, 1.25 years. Right, but basically what he made, I think what was really great, is like drawing the claws first, right? And like the claws, or like not claws, how it's called, like the fingernails. So of course like it also works on humans. But I guess like it was kind of like this shape or something. Like this shape kind of. Or from the front it would be like this shape. Something. Maybe even just this, right? And then... That's what I mean, right? The Valentine's art, exactly, I did the Valentine's art, right? Then it's also crazy progress, right? We can basically like also do kind of like patterns on our backs. We can check out where it is. One second. Valentine's art. It's not even on my art pack. Right, I also wanted to like upload a new art pack that I will do later. Or like tomorrow. Basically, I drew a lot, right? Or like we drew a lot. In the last month. We really locked in art, I think. Okay. But of course, like sometimes it's like feels like I'm in a slump a bit. But there's always like up and downs. That's the bad thing. Then Maggie Wolf says it was a redesign of my OC. My werewolf OC. Nice. I'm sure it's great. Where's my Valentine's thing? True, I can trace the shape, but what I want to be able to is to like freely make any shape of the hand, right? I guess like that's like a really high want things, but still. Oh, look, this is like what we did last year on Valentine's Day. So like 1.5 years. I think we came far. Like this is some of the like parts of my art style, right? But I think we improved a lot. And yeah, it's basically, I would say almost night and day what is like a more recent art. Like this here, right? I think like this was my last drawing. Ta-da! I totally overdid it maybe on the post-processing. But look, I even draw this moon here, right? It's totally atmospheric. So I think a bit more than 1 year progress, 1.5 year progress, it's a good progress. It looks like it's made by 2 different people. Of course, I think even like the hands on this one are not that bad, right? Like these are like definitely like I reference the picture for it, right? But still. Night and day, exactly. But yeah, like, even disregarding that this is like in the night. Yes, welcome. Then Mikey the Wolf says, back then last year, 2025, I was originally in March since I was with Fonkling Wolf. In March. Evie says, hi plan, nice art. Wait a second. Is that Hatsune Miku on my stream? You were a commissioner, that's nice. Extra god. Yeah, thanks so much. So yeah, I think like in this one here, at this time I already like some things are wrong, right? But with anatomy, I at least knew which kind of muscles existed. But here I made more sense of it. And Talos, welcome. I think it's a... Yes. I love the emote. Okay, so basically like these are like claws or something, right? Maybe the first thing is just drawing a lot of claws. 5 and 6, you can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mikudayo. Ah yeah, I can imagine it in like the Miko voice. Saying that. One second. I don't have like a Hatsune Miku voice, but I can do this here. Where is it? Internal monologue voice? No. Radio voice? Okay, that doesn't sound like Hatsune Miku. Welcome. What else do I have?
Here? Oh yeah, this. I guess it sounds more like a game or something. But yeah, nice to have you here. Hatsune Miku.
Okay, I'm back again. Have you played Meta Chameleon? I think it's like Meta Chameleon, like Japanese. I know you don't really play multiplayer games, but being kind of an art game is interesting. I think I really want to play that sometime on stream, but I think I don't have many people I can play it with. So I think with random people it would maybe be boring. Maybe if we can find enough people on stream or like in the chat who want to play it with me. I'm not even sure how like the multiplayer works with this. And you get like a kind of like server ID and then everyone can join or something. And then it says, oh hello Brendan, invite me to it if you do. Yes. How does the invite work? Is it like an in-game invite? Or is it like a server room? I have not played it before. I guess like we can like from the front just like make like a something like this, right? And ADCs. Hope everyone's staying cool in the seat. Yes. Right now it's not that hot for me here, so I'm really glad. But maybe we will get hot again. Like playing Repo, exactly. Skull of Quad says, by the way, how do you think about Deltarune Chapter 5? I will not spoiler anything, but I can totally tell it. So basically, I would say the secret boss was too hard for me. So like I gave up after like 5 hours. So maybe it's like my determination or like after 6 hours. But I spent a long time on this boss fight. And then I think I could never like make the, like put really a dent into the third phase. Which was kind of frustrating because I think like it was like one of the easier boss, like secret bosses. So I thought that like Toby Fox came to me in this boss and then he told me like, Plan, you can do it. I made this boss especially for you that it's beatable for you. So grind your teeth and butt your head against this boss until your determination beats them. And then I did not beat them. But then I uninstalled the game, then I reinstalled it and tried it 2 more times, and then I like achieved like internal peace of mind by making up that I will just not do this boss. And then I did like the end boss of the chapter, and that was really fun, and I aced it in 1 try. But almost barely. Like, almost barely died. Then says, chapter 4 and 2 secret bosses were easier. Yeah, I never played other secret bosses, because for me secret bosses have like the vibe of like, it's balanced to be for the not really hardcore gamers, but like not as bad players as me. Yeah, I'm also not good at Bomberman. I just felt like I did not really, like I played it for 5 hours, right? Did you beat it then? Probably, right? Because you're a true gamer. But I think the 5 hours I played it, I got a tiny bit better, but like barely. Like I think like the last 3 hours, I never got like any better than I was like at the first hour. And that basically told me like, yeah, it always scratches at like beating it, but like I don't see myself getting better. So yeah, basically just like wasted time. It was not that fun either. I guess like it was fine, but like it was like 1 hour fun spread on 5 hours. So it was like a fun walk through the park where I would have to drive 3 hours to get there or something. Nice. Dear Digadier says, Hatsune Miku's songs are, also sorry if I like forgot any text here, are great. Ivan Polka, Popipo, Branchium, oh my gosh, they're super catchy. Also sorry if I butchered the names. Angry dreams about Fall Guys. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, I think like if you like notice yourself that you're not having a good time, then it's a good time to stop. Okay. The thing is then, like this is like the first step, right? And then it's like the Smarties method or whatever. But the thing is, I want to draw hands that do something. So I don't want to draw like random hands. And I think that's a problem about many like kind of like art gesture drawing study things online where they have like random pictures of hands, because like some are like making sense, but some are just like weird hand poses, like they don't have any energy sense in it, or like that would no normal human would pose like this, right? Like it's basically like when they have like a also like I mean like it's I guess like you can still study the form of people, but then it's like people standing like and like they're like these things here, right? Like people like draw them, like people's here, like maybe they have like a like berry or something, and then there's someone posing, and then they do like this and this and this, right? Maybe that's not too bad. I'm not sure what point I wanted to make. Of course says, I really like the vibe of the chapter. I can't wait for chapter 6, but I know it will be one up before the last chapter. Yeah, the thing is, like, what's for me frustrating, like, I don't spoil anything, right? But for me, in general, like, also with the early chapters, it feels like there's not that much exposition. Like, there are, like, more characters introduced and then nothing happens to them, or, like, there are, like, oh, this is, like, the secret thing, and we don't even, like, continue this path of, like, explaining it for 4 chapters, and I think that's really frustrating for me. It's just, like, really vague, and then I think, like, if you only like resolve it in the last chapters, it's kind of wasted, because then I think the whole journey would be fun. Like there could be more like twists and turns and developments if you let the reader in on the big, kind of like big things of the story. Yeah, something like that. Okay. What should I do with the hands now? I'm not even sure which hand I should start. What should a hand do? Maybe making a toast? How do I draw a toast? With some butter on it. Does it look like a toast? I also want to record a video tomorrow, so I hope I can make it this time. Been really like, my brain has been a bit like out of it the last days. So I want to make it better. So we have a toast. And rings, welcome. Grabbing the toast. Can I... The thing is with this like Smarties methods, you don't see like all the nails anytime, right? Like there are like poses where you maybe only see one or like see none at all, right? So it's a bit confusing, I think. Hello, I'm there and I'm a bit tired, but I'm good. Mostly I'm entertained by chat right now. Or maybe I should start with the idea or something, and then add these things. Then there could be the bump. And this thing is like more triangle-y. It should be longer too, right? Like almost like this. To say. Oh, thanks so much. Yeah, I will have a good rest, I hope. But I also had like a really big workout, right? So maybe I overdid workout a tiny bit, but only a tiny bit. Basically, it was perfect. You're the buff guys. Yay. Do it. Also show it to me. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thanks so much. Oh, pet bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ta-da! Okay, what else? How can I make it like? One, two, three. This is like totally changed, but still. I still feel like really lost with this, I think. It should go like here or something, right? Maybe something like this. Or maybe something like this. Oh, this is in this part, right? Like the big small bump here. Something like this. One second. Sure. So redraw means that you get back to like your a drawing you did before, right? And then it says, okay, if you're going to have more costumes, won't you need commission the original artist PNG for consistency? Yeah, so basically like I really love the PNG tuber, right? So I would not like want to like draw over it because I don't want to like mesh like the art styles or something. So I guess I'm like relatively frugal with that. Yeah, I totally did not do it. I think the like hands are not going too well, so maybe let's get some references. The thing is like, how can I like translate it to like not using references for it? It's so confusing for me. But then it's like, maybe I'm just scared of hands, and because I know that it's hands, it's changing my thing about it, right? Yes, it just did not connect the PNGs yet. So because like I think like with some body parts I can show them from every angle almost. I guess like the hands are so difficult because like there's so many parts that change, right? Depending on the angle. thanks so much, Rings. Oh, I love it. Great work. Really cute. Yeah, Rings is a great artist too. I think he drew a lot, like he was also a great artist before I even started to draw at all. So that's great. Yeah, the hair strands are also great. So fun. It's a bit crazy because they have as many limbs on their own as Toto does, right? But I think like some people, they have kind of like found out how it works, right? They kind of how would you say that? I guess like this is like more human, right? I guess like the like because like they need to like draw them in every angle for the comics, right? Okay. Maybe I should just like learn to like, yeah, not sure. Like, this just confuses me, I think. Maybe I want to have some kind of shape too, though, right? Like maybe like on the like knuckles. Like, is this middle part also a knuckle? Maybe on those, like, if it's like more a shape form, then it's like more like an animal or whatever. Or like even like more a human, but like it's like a shape that's like makes more sense then. Do you draw the thumb in this? Not like, definitely not like this, right? Something more like this? Not sure. This is not good. It just needs to be a bit thinner. Yeah, not sure. I think I'm definitely thinking more about 3D shapes, though, which is good, right? And then it's like, I can like place the fingers, but like, they are not just totally random. is this? Hands are one of those things that I feel like I've developed a process over the years. If you ask me what it is, I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think that this is frustrating a bit with art, right? Because like, I guess like people have a process for it, but they cannot name it, right? And I'm someone who like names my process really much. So I'm not sure how I can even develop a process for it. But then it's like, I think like people kind of like, they still progress, right? But and they develop it. But I think like for myself, I need to word it out more. Like for myself, I think with some things, I don't develop a random process anytime, right? Like with hands, for example. So yeah, I think like to not frustrate us too much, let's look a bit at like hand references, right? But for what thing? Like if you Google hands, then it's like Automato, welcome. Automato. Right, I have my hand model. But I'm not even sure which hand poses I should make. Like, if I think back, I like to like think of the hand pose first and then draw a drawing. But I guess I can think of any. I'm trying to draw hands, or like trying. Let's see. What is a fun pose? Maybe something like this. Let's see. So my eyes are a bit tired, but I'm not sure from what even. Let's say this is here. We'll try to draw the nails first or something. Like this time, like with like more like human nails. And there's nothing. So I'll just make a streak or something. So we have goes up here. Then it goes there. This one is more like turned forward, I guess. This is more foreshortened. And I should also like make them thicker, right? Here. This is really like turn funnily here. Yeah, I feel like if I like made it a bit like more round maybe. This one here is just... Let's see, I think like they could be bigger. Oh, this is in front of it, right? And Adiyabamaki, welcome. I think something I'm not getting. But you never know when it clicks, right? So let's light here. Maybe we can draw it like one line. Let's see. We have this is the thing here. This can be bigger, I think. Then here, this. It's even too long. It's a hand drawing. No, I'm not, but thanks so much. It will get better with time. But I will take any compliment. I don't like the shapes of like these fingers, right? Let's just continue. Don't forget the knuckle. There shouldn't be such an abrupt angle between the back of the palm and the finger. Oh, that's a good idea, right? But how should I draw it? I'm not sure how to draw the knuckle. Oh, have a great dinner. And thanks for dropping by. How should I draw the knuckle? Let's see. Maybe like this? I'm not sure. It looks kind of like a root vegetable. Like maybe a carrot. Or... yeah, probably like a carrot. Glowing bones, welcome. Nice to have you here. Maybe one? This needs to be longer, right? One, two, three. One, two, three. Should maybe like more like this is a really long space here now, right? Maybe this needs also like be more long. Of doing hand studies. I don't! But I'm still doing them. I'm not even sure if they're helping me. Like, I think like there's some secret I need to get my head to understand. Or something. Maybe I should like have like done this like more like a box shape more, right? It's already better. Doesn't look bad. Yeah, I guess like it's like my... but this like my critical eye is better than my skill, right? I guess. So, I guess it doesn't look bad, but I think like level of it doesn't look bad is basically it's still bad. But I think it's like not the worst thing, right? Because like that means it can get better. This also looks really flat now. I like used like my left hand as a reference for that. Can I like, because like I don't want to like just like hands, right? I want hands that are really like elevating the picture, right? So I don't want to like the hand, I mean like, if it's kind of invisible it's fine, but I feel like hands are so difficult anyways, that if I can reward me with them looking kind of cool or funny at the end, then it's kind of a good strategy, I think. Like to not like dread over hands or something, right? Something like that. Can I even do them like this? To select the fingers, right? Over that this one is bigger than this one, right? Maybe like I can like make them the other here. And then how can I like make the thumb work in this angle? Maybe I can just like rotate it a bit. Maybe something like that. Yeah, I think that's good. At least the rotation makes sense. Then maybe... Then maybe like the... the pad things here. Silver green, welcome. Glowing Bone says, have you done some quick hand sketch? Anatomy is great, but if you're on a tight time limit, you will force yourself to draw hands in a more expressive and easier way. You will be forced to draw the most essential parts, integral part, integrate it within your reflexes when drawing. Maybe I should do that. I did it before, like kind of like 30-second sketches, right? And I think I drew like, 100 of them. But maybe I should do it again. The thing is, I think like afterwards I did not get much better in it, right? So that was kind of like disappointing. But maybe like sometimes it like clicks like on the third time or the fourth time, right? So maybe I should just try it again. Yeah, it's nice, but it's also kind of useless, right? Like if you do like 100 sketches and then or like hundreds of something and you don't quite get the concept, then it's maybe better if you do like 10 and get the concept a bit, right? Something like that. Of course, like I guess like for packs I drew like more than 100, right? So maybe with every skill there's like the like kind of like starting point is just difficult, right? Where it like gets to a point where it's kind of fun, right? You do a big 100 session or multiple stuff? I think both. So like I did one session once with like 50 or something, but I also like did like, oh yeah, this day draw like 20 and then the next day also draw 20 and stuff, right? There was like a name for a website that like prompts you hands and then has like a counter. I think it was called this line of action site. Yeah, I think that's fine. And I'll put it on my like second screen. Focus on hands. All genders. Yeah, the thing with like genders for hands or like I guess like mostly meaning like masculine walker hands or not is like when I draw it, it's like even more exaggerated, right? Kind of like comic booky hands, anyways. Okay, so I have here. I can give myself. So what would you say, glowing bones? Also, I hope like I feel like my voice sounds tired, but it's just because I'm tired, but like in a good way tired, right? Our hands, exactly. Artist train whatever you think helps you most, right? So should we do also like this is like a maybe too small canvas for it, but it doesn't matter. The thing is like if I like look at these hands, right? And if I'm realistic, I think that gets 0 progress from the last time I did that. And this was from, yeah, this was from September, right? Let's see. This was from September. And I think, except that I now have a better brush, if I would do it again now, I think it would not be much different. I guess I got more like 3D skills, I think, right? But something like this I think looks really good anyways, right? But yeah, this was in September. And we can try again here. Then it's also the thing like, these are like with references, right? So I think even when drawing like 100 hands, I could never draw something like this without a reference. So it's like I need to like practice hands and understanding hands, but also drawing them from fantasy, I guess. Let's do this fun challenge now. We have, oops. Oh, my Windows minimized, okay. We can do 30-second tests. 30 seconds. Yeah, let's do 30 seconds. Okay, we have a hand here. Let's see, we have this thing here. Oh no, it's over. Okay, this is not going well. Okay, let's just do the next one. Also, it's kind of too big. Yeah, I think the danger with things like this is just that it can get like really frustrating, right? And then it feels like I'm not even like understanding the point of it. Like I'm not like getting the like drawing the essence of it at all, right? Like, it doesn't look like anything. I will delete this too. Okay. Next one. Yeah, this one looks good. I think this one looks like maybe I should just like draw like the fleshy parts first. Not too bad, right? Okay, let's continue. this. Yeah, but it looks still really bad. It's not good. Okay, this is much too big. Okay. Maybe 30 seconds is not... Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing here. This is not good. Okay, maybe the next one. Yeah, that's good, I think. Okay, I will pause it. Can I pause it? Yeah, we'll pause it for now. That's a driver with a really big brush. True, but then it's like... I don't even use a big brush normally, right? So like, does it even help me? Ink brush, maybe something like this, right? Something like this? Okay, let's give us 60 seconds and it's not this... then it's not as like... Okay, 1 second, I will try the next round now. Yeah, but I don't like especially want to paint a drawing, right? I guess it's nice to fill up volumes, but I... Yeah, I think that's not it. Maybe it's stressing me out too much. What else can I try? Maybe 2 minutes? I can also decide to skip something. Some images are also kind of bad. Yeah, this is good because it's just like... The thing is, like, people say that you don't... Like, that you shouldn't, like, look at the canvas. But it doesn't mean literally not looking at it, because then you cannot like gauge the distances, right? Hmm. Welcome. Nice to have you here. I'm trying some like hand things that don't perfectly work, but it's fine. I'm also a bit dead today, so. Yeah, I think it's just stressing me out too much with the like faster studies. So let's go back to like just like fantasy hands again. Which kind of hand expression would be fun? Oops. And once a week, that's crazy. Does it work for you nicely? Hope it does. The thing is also like that, like I guess like you could say that fingers are tubes or something, right? But then it's like, how can I like draw tubes in a way that they don't look 2D? Right? Like they almost automatically always look 2D. Oh, thanks so much. Working on a piece and getting ready for bed. I hope you're having fun. Yeah, you can do it. Something like this. This is more round here, right? And I also want to show like that this thing is also not totally flat. It's like kind of like this is a plane. And this is a plane thingy. And this, I guess. But I wanted to like look foreshortened and it doesn't, right? It looks like it's stumpy fingers. Maybe it's because of the nails that are placed wrong. stubby rectangles. Tubes are really hard to make in 3D. Right. True. And rectangles are just funner to draw, right? So maybe let's change them into two rectangles. Yeah, rectangles is great. Yeah, the thing is, I think like I want to get to a point where they are not challenging, right? I think we can do it. So let's see. Triangles, right? Like this. But this is like totally a triangle, right? So maybe like if we make it... And I'm also not sure like on the knuckles, should I make them thicker? Or should I make it thicker where no knuckles are? And then I also shouldn't make them too like straight, right? Maybe that's good if like it's like... Then they change a bit the direction. Yeah, I think that's good maybe, right? Like, I will make the knuckles a bit thicker, but also not extremely pointy. And then maybe parts change a bit direction between. I don't know if this. I feel like it's simpler if you think with fewer sides, but fingers are not perfect tubes anyways. It's so confusing. Like, people think about it different, right? Which is fine, I guess. The thing is also, fingers are not totally round, right? Like, I think they're more side than height, right? Let's try this again with our new like thoughts. So maybe... And then a different direction here. And then here... The last one... They're wider than they're tall. Right. And then here... If they're like knuckles... Well, I'm also not sure how I should like show them, right? Maybe they're more like this thing. most of these methods, they are like really gnarly.
Dave_Cyan just followed.
Well, thank you for following, Dave. Noses, that sounds difficult. His muscles are also difficult for me. Dear Tiger Deer says, even though I really hate AI for anything robotic or futuristic, but Protogen wouldn't be bad for a sketch, I think. I don't know. Yeah, basically like Protogen or like computer sci-fi characters. I think that's not the problem that people have with AI, right? I think like people have only a problem with like generative AI where they kind of like make like uncanny, or like maybe not uncanny, but like art that's like based on some other popular artist or whatever. I think like robots existed before, right? And like AI too, like basically like in computer games, NPCs, right? Or something like a robot, like Star Trek Data or stuff, right? So I think you don't have to worry about drawing like robot characters. Eminem says, I'm only noticing how many regular Plan viewers are also artists too. They are not only artists, they are also my teachers. And Botaxi, welcome. Yes, I will get great sleep afterwards, yes. Yeah, maybe I overdid it today a bit. But I always want to do my best, right? So great sleep and great mental recharge too. And also like not every secret can be like revealed if you force it, right? Same with like drawing hands. And I'm sure like someday I will look back at it and be like, oh yeah, I got my technique to draw hands that I love. And then I'll look back at this and it's like, yes, I totally struggled that day or something, right? Or like the other days too. So I think that's kind of a sweet thought. And I think it's also kind of relatable. Like everyone has like some things they are stuck with or like have like more trouble or whatever. Back once I can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I cannot move my pecs anymore. I tried. Someone says, you're this great plan. I think it's really wonderful. I love when I see it. Thanks so much. And I'm totally like not one of those artists who like badmouth their own art. I mean like, look at this. Ta-da! I love it. Wait 1 second. I love it. Look how fun it is. Right? We drew this in last stream. But like I just added like some coloring. How should like the back of the hand connect to the wrist kind of? Kind of like this. I think that doesn't look too bad. Check once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Denon says, I think you did such a good job with the focal point with the mouth. You don't even notice his lack of hands. Right? Oh, 1 second. Right? 1 second. Right? Yeah, basically like my thought was like maybe like he has the hands down there or something. But basically that's another thing, right? Like I thought like with the composition in this, how can I make it that your eye is like drawn to this part, right? And it's because of the moon also, right? But I also tried to make like all these things kind of point like in a spiral. It's totally the golden spiral, right? That's why it says this looks so cool. Thanks so much. I think it's your packages are so wonderful. Thanks so much. Not sure what happened, why the message got deleted. Yeah, sorry if like the automatically messages get deleted. I think that's probably because of some keyword that was used, but I could not like read it to the end. But still, thanks. Someone says I'm gonna start listening to this. I'm gonna go to the gym so I can focus on being big like you. Thanks so much. Yeah, a good day at the gym. Or like time at the gym. And spend the whole day there. There's too many confusing things about hands, I guess. Yeah, this was better. To get bigger. Oh, thanks so much. Yeah. If I'm inspiring one person, then it's already worth it. But of course, I will also like totally maybe to make this all professional. I will do it. But first I need to draw hands. Or maybe I just don't draw hands in any drawing, but I should do it. Of course, like I can also like use like more like real life references when I need like an exact pose, right? Like if I like have a drawing and only the hands are missing, I can like kind of like put my heads around it, right? Just wanna like for like muscles, I can mostly like learn how to draw them by just studying their shape really closely, right? But I think for hands, it's something that I'm kind of stuck with that somehow. Maybe I just like split it into like maybe one session of just drawing thumbs, and then like one of like just drawing something else or whatever. I want like there must be like a technique that's easy, or like kind of like studying thingy that I can find for myself, right? I think like on most things I can find it. But like on many things I've found it already, right? Yeah, I guess you can see the knuckles here. Oh, have a good night, and thanks so much for your nice words, Bones, and everyone. You should like just like really. Okay, but yeah, definitely cut it short today. And so like cubes with fingers coming out of them. But are they? Are they really cubes? But show me the hands you draw. Maybe I can see it then. But yeah. I guess like there's like this like one technique where people chisel stuff out of cubes, right? Where it's like kind of like that like chisel like things like this, and then they have like kind of like something like this or whatever. And then they chisel the points where the finger would be, right? Not sure.
Dwyer just followed.
Well, thanks so much for following. I guess everything is a flattened cube. This is me as a flattened cube. Could be a pizza, right? And then you add the pegs like this. Perfect. Okay, I think... Or do you draw an open mouth? I haven't seen any good tutorials. Which kind of expression do you want with an open mouth? I can try my best. I also don't know that much about mouths, but I can try, right? Like, we have here like this thing that we can reuse, maybe. I guess like we can make it a bit less. Okay. And Flopita, welcome. Peruvian Uvu. Welcome to greetings to Peruvia. Peru. I guess Peruvia is called Peru. Okay. A mouth, right? So these are not fun eyes. Let's try again. Maybe just like this, right? Just like our perfect dot eyes. And then the mouth. So you want an open mouth. Thanks so much for subscribing, Peruvian. So doing great. Thanks so much. Just open, not like any facial. Okay, just open, not any facial expression. So let's see. Like I don't have to like add the like plan mouth things, right? But I guess like it also depends on the angle that you have, right? I guess like I like to make relatively exaggerated mouths that are like extremely open, right? Like extremely open. Then I can maybe add a bit of like the that you can see like the thing from the other side. Maybe that's a too big mouth. And I guess like many people are like start here, right? The tongue like this. Many people like do like just like this or something, or like add the tongue thing later. I guess like the tongue is more like this, and then like some people have like more like kind of like maybe like if it's a dragon character, you can show like the like kind of flesh here. I guess like I don't really have it. You can show teeth, right? Like maybe like this or something. Maybe like this eye is a bit too wide. And then with like the chin and stuff. As it goes back, it's a bit straight for me, then it goes back and then it goes back again for the cheek. Not even sure which character I'm drawing. Maybe it's a plan, but it looks more like a cat right now, right? Maybe it's a cat. I've not thought about it though. If it's a cat, then it's like, no, it's a mouse. Cat ears are, I guess, like a bit more smaller than like my ears, right? Look for a cat, I could maybe add something like this. And for the cat, I could also like add something like this. We change about the eyes. Maybe like it's like a more open expression. Not sure. It's plan? No, it's not plan. I guess like I thought like about how is he called? From Animal Crossing, the one with like this like kind of like checkered thing. Then I thought a bit of like the cat from like Alice in Wonderland, right? Like a big grin. How would Blan look next to him? Or like if I use like the same base of these things here. I need like empty space here, maybe here. Does it? Thanks much. The thing is, like, I'm not quite sure about the intent of the smile, so I will not like rate it or whatever. I think, like, even if I draw like a neutral open mouth, I think I still, for myself, I have to think what kind of expression it should be, right? Not sure if that makes sense. Also, we can see here that I'm not even sure, like, how we drew this, because, like, there's the line, right? So, it's just kind of confusing. Normally, like, the eye is meant to be, like, the eyes or something. Und here it's again like over it, right? The eyes need to be like in this line. Maybe that is down. Then the mouth. Can like this eye would be like more on this part here. The nose should be angled like the eyes too. The thing is, like, what I'm thinking now, like, this should be like extended here, right? So something like this. Then no, it should be the other way around, right? How do I place the nose here? Does the angle of the nose line should match? So the extension? How should the angle be? Like this? Like this? Should it be like this? No. Long, small. I'm really confused how we should place this here. Oh, just a wolf, welcome. Guess it means like the mouth also needs to be different. I'm not sure how to place the nose at all here. But how can I know how to place the nose correctly here? I'm also not sure about like the chin area here. This is too angry. Yeah, the thing is like with the nose shape, I want to like make a conscious choice about it, right? But I have no idea how it works from a like 3D perspective. Like, how can I even make it like the most 3D shape that exists, right? Or like how would it merge? Really confusing, and it just means like that there's like some kind of knowledge point missing, right? So like it's not a bad thing, but it would be good if we can figure it out. And then it's also like, I managed to do this, right? But then this whole thing of the space is missing. It's not like this, right? But this is just like too... Even like if I like do it like this, right? Too much empty space over everywhere here. So with what should I fill it? Maybe just make them fluffier. Can I feel like I can like make everything lower again? I mean, it's kind of fun to have like that much empty space too, but it's just looks like a fluff ball. And the muscle shape kind of doesn't get through. Like it doesn't have a muscle at all now. I was sketching off of the original guys. I think it's important to remember the main sphere is just of the bulk of the skull. And the jaw and snout are technically a different shape, just juts out from the sphere. Exactly, that's what has made it better, right? So maybe... just need like a lot of real estate here. Also the thing with like the hand in the bottom that confuses me too. Human heads with the jaw is like a shape added to the sphere. Yeah, that's a good thing, I think. That makes them more vertical too, which is great, right? I also don't like this eye too much. Raiders from Bruno Bar, welcome. Thanks so much, Bruno Bar, for raiding. I'm just like really tired, but having fun. Now there's a bear raid. That's so nice. Thanks so much. Hello, how are you? Please eat a lot after your stream. Something like this is nice, right? Like, basically like... But maybe here too? Like, I think like we can... Maybe we are making like the shape... No, but I like it, I think. Like, it needs more space here, right? It's basically like this part here. Something. Something like that. I have no idea. And he doesn't like look at us right now, right? Look at us more. Maybe if you do it like this. Still a bit cross-eyed. Maybe you don't see that eye too much. But you should see it from this angle, right? It's like really round. It looks too much like a cat again. Guess maybe I drew so many cats that now only I can draw cats. Thanks so much. Nip says, I feel you were struggling a bit where the lower jaw was meant to be tilted angle. Yes, and am I correct? It was in angles where we were looking from above, but now it feels like a level angle. It doesn't look bad at all, by the way. True. So I guess I should like practice like the lower angle too sometime. Also, I wanted to make like an open mouth, right? What is this to say about open mouths? I guess like the jaw also gets a bit like open, right? Like, I guess like the jaw gets a bit like pushed to the bottom, I would say, often, maybe. Still would not call this plan. It's just like some kind of creature. Maybe he's just there. Maybe something like this. Now it's art. Okay, I will get some food now. And yeah, sorry for cutting it short today, but it was really fun. And extended multiverse where everything is something fun. So thanks for like being there with me, doodling, sharing his thoughts. Sorry that I was a bit tired today. Like once again at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Anyways, see you all, and I will check out the raid. Also sorry for like all the raiders and Bruno Bear that like the raid was only short-lived, but I will check out the raid now with the raiders. I'm really tired, but that's a good thing. So we're still like in tiredness, got some practice in yeah, thanks so much everyone for watching and cheering up. I sadly don't see anyone that I can raid right now. Yeah, but I really need food, so I cannot like research that from right now. And tomorrow I'll also record some videos. Yes. Thanks so much everyone. Yeah, it was just like, I think this is the best one here. It's bland as a Lego. So yeah. See you all. Bye bye. And thanks so much. Oh, also, for all the new people, this is something I also drew. Like we drew this in the last stream and I added some like backgrounds. Look, is this not breathtaking? So everyone who's new here too, follow me here and on YouTube. And maybe in some days I will draw something like this again.